How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka King Big Daddy Drip, and aka King from and of Fort Myers, Florida, and King from and of Southwest Florida, back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right, now at the time that I am recording this particular video, it is 11:26, 11:27 actually in the, I was about to say the morning, but it's actually the evening. All right. So I'm gonna say right here, right now, right? You guys are likely going to be seeing this video, you know, definitely, perhaps a little bit later after when it is that I'm making this video. But nonetheless, though, I hope that you guys are really enjoying yourself this weekend. We ended up coming through and putting in some hard work, and y'all definitely need to make sure that y'all reward yourselves. All right. But anyway, let's put that off to the side for now, because of course, you already know why the king is up on the mic and why the king is up on your screen. Man, listen, it's another episode of the News of the People. There's always something to report, and there's always something to fill you guys in on. And for this go around, all right, definitely, it's actually a recap video. It's actually a recap video, and it's something that is definitely long overdue, all right? Now, this particular event, all right, that I'm going to talk about, actually, is from, okay, today's date is September the 23rd. I don't know when you guys are seeing this video, but I don't even recall when, like, what the specific date of this event was, but I want to say it happened about 2 weeks ago, all right? But nonetheless, this event that I'm talking about, all right, was the major collaboration between the Soulflowers at Florida Gulf Coast University. It was also a collaboration with the FGCU Poodles, as well as, I want to say the FGCU AKAs. They were also there, and I want to say it was the FGCU Nupes. They were also there. Well, I'll say this. I want to say damn near all the fraternities and sororities were there in attendance. But I'll say for those, for you know, that particular fraternity and those sororities that I was talking about, they actually had certain activities planned for us. And of course, even more specifically, this event that I'm talking about is the the Rap N R&B Bingo. And with y'all, that was fun. It was a blast, let me tell y'all. All right, I had myself a good time. All right, and not only that too, I'll say this, y'all, I got hella footage. Man. All right, I'm going to make sure to post them. All right, will it be in the same post? Well, on IG, it may all be in one post. I know on TikTok it's going to be in several, so y'all make sure that y'all check out I guess the concurrent, you know, next, you know, videos that happen to pop out. On YouTube, it's gonna have to be separate. On certain platforms, it's gonna have to be separate. I'll try and, you know, condense it where I can. But nonetheless, actually, I don't know. Hell, I might not. Whatever. Just know, just pay attention, all right, to these next videos that are coming out. But even more specifically, let me just give you guys the full rundown. I'll say, essentially, the way how the event started, of course, all those organizations that I had mentioned, all right, they ended up, wow, let me get my words together. They ended up treating us to some good food, all right? Of course, they pulled up with the fried chicken. I believe they also had pizza as well. They came through, they had drinks, they had chips. They really treated us, all right? And definitely major props to, you know, any and everybody that had a finger or had a hand in the overall planning and execution of everything, all right? Because they definitely made sure that everybody was tended to. Greatly, you got to appreciate when organizations do stuff like that, all right? But definitely, you know, it started off with that. You know, there was a whole lot of people in attendance. Again, this was going down in, I forget what specific room number. I want to say it was 201, but it definitely was in the Sugden building. So, you know, definitely, you know, more specifically, the room was pretty big. There, you know, the Gammas were there. I know who else? The Betas. I'll say a couple of debaters were there, I believe. Who else? Of course, the other fraternities and sororities that I mentioned, they were also there in attendance. Lasso was there in attendance. And then not only that, again, there was even a lot of people. I'll say outside of fraternities and sororities, there was a lot of people there in general. All right, and definitely they came to support, and it was fun. All the people who ended up attending, I think they made this event as spectacular as it was. But let me go ahead and get more into the breakdown, right? So I know that it seemed like we played a whole bunch of games. I can't give you guys a number or an exact number. I know it definitely was it felt like over 5 of them. But the first game that we played, they were all pretty much group games, but the first game that we played, I know we ended up splitting up into different teams or whatever, and I want to say we split up in 3 teams, and I forget the exact name of the song, but what they had us do was I think it was something what's it called? I think it was song association. They gave us a word, and we had to, as a group, immediately, right on the spot, come up with a song, and we all had to sing and vibe to that song. All right, and y'all, it was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. Big shout outs to all the teams. All right, because every team, came through and did their thing. But I'm gonna say this, y'all, and of course y'all gonna see in the videos. My team was lit. All right, big shout outs to everybody that was on my team, man. If I had everybody's IG, I would totally add every single one of y'all. But again, nonetheless, though, it was still pretty fun. I know that at some point in time there was a couple of games that we ended up playing, but there was one where I know more specifically the president of the Nupes fraternity, at FGCU right now, Jalen. He ended up it was one of those things, the game, he asked us the question. He was this particular artist did this particular action or whatever. It was a clue about I guess a certain song that whatever artist that he was asking about ended up creating. All right, and it was up to us to go ahead and again sing the song or sing or rap the song or whichever. And I would say definitely big shout outs to Press Jalen now, because y'all gonna see in the video, he alley-ooped it up for me and my team, man. More specifically, I'll say, to me, the highlights really came in that particular game. More specifically, I know it was team number 3. Jalen ended up giving them a song about Rod Wave. The answer was Hard on Ice. So listen, man, that's one of them. Especially this, I feel I don't necessarily know what the consideration of it is now. I know that people really vibe to the song, but come years and years down the line, that's gonna be one of them classic ones. And I know that as soon as it was something about Rod Wave has this on ice or something, that team immediately took off, bro. All right, they y'all gotta see the video. They was lit. I'm not gonna lie, they were so lit, I got lit. In the video that y'all gonna see, they were singing. I couldn't help but sing. All right, but I suck at singing, so my bad. I low key messed it up a little bit. My bad. I ain't mean to. But no, they definitely did their thing. And I'll say, funny enough, the immediately the next question, he threw that alley-oop to us. It was a Soulja Boy song. It was what's it called? Why am I forgetting the name of the song? It's Turn My Swag On, bro. Listen, when I forget how he even phrased the question, but it was something I think Jalen said something yo, so Soulja Boy gets up out the bed and does this in the morning or whatever, and then immediately the whole team knew, hop up out that bed, turn my swag on. It was lit. Overall, it was definitely a good time. It was definitely a vibe. I think this ended up going down on a Wednesday or a Thursday, whatever day that happened to be. Listen, I tell you, there's no other way that I would have spent it. Well, I'll say that if there is, it's very few. All right, because that was an awesome event. But what else? Of course, the main event. There was the Rap and Hip Hop Bingo, or Rap and R&B Bingo, that actually went down. There was a couple of winners too, man. There was a couple of winners, and overall, it was very, very entertaining. I know they had the style going on where what was it? It was one of those things where, let's say for instance, if you ended up going through and you had the answer, then you had the or not the answer. Wow, if you had like all of your five, how should I say, all five in a row for bingo, then you had to literally run up to the bell that was at the front of the room and you had to tap it. All right, you can't call bingo. You gotta bing, all right, and in order for you to get that prize, man. So that was also another fun dynamic, a fun aspect that they added to the game, and overall, I think everybody as a unit really enjoyed it. Now I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. What I will say, I hope to God that I ended up getting a picture of this, because I did try to take some pictures at the event as well. I know the Soulflowers, they mentioned some of the events that they had going on, in which, by the way, big shout outs to the Soulflowers too. I knew overall that like they ended up like doing a lot for the community, right? But you know, as they, and I think pretty much all the organizations who, you know, had a game for us, they introduced themselves and they told us about all of who it is that exactly that they help out and all. And at that particular event, that's when I learned that, you know, the Soulflowers, they really, you know, come through and they pull up to, you know, Dunbar High School and they really help out the students there. And of course, that catches my heart. You know, you got my support. Yo, you got me all in, because yo, if for those of y'all who don't know, I ended up graduating high school, Dunbar High School. And then not only that too, I was that dude back in high school as well. Senior class president, prom king, I ain't even gonna go into everything. That we're gonna save that for another time. But once they said that, I was like, oh, let me find out. So I'll say this, big shout outs to, again, the Poodles, big shout outs to the AKAs, and not only that, just big shout outs to everybody. I know the Gammas, like I said, they were there. What's it called? I better have said the AKAs. If I didn't, I'm gonna be really upset with myself. I believe LUL. I'm trying to think a little bit more on that. I'm pretty certain that they were there. I know that the betas were there. That's for sure. But nonetheless, and then of course, even outside of the groups, you know, again, big shout outs to everybody who was able to attend, regardless of what particular organization, LASO, whichever, you know, other organizations that exist at FGCU. Big shout outs to y'all for pulling up on that particular occasion. Oh yeah, yo, why am I even, y'all, listen, I posted the video on my story one time. But y'all, listen, your boy ended up, let me stop saying your boy, the king ended up spitting a quick, you know, 4 bars or whatever, because there was a game where we as a unit, like within our teams, had to come up with like a quick song, and pretty much all the songs were fire. Especially our team. You know, my team, you know, we was lit, man. I had my beat maker. I'm gonna go ahead and leave his social media down in the description below, because yo, he got me right. Big shout outs to him. What else? Of course, you know, your boy, you know, puts the raps together, man. So I had to come through, spit a little quick let them know what I'm gonna do. But also, I'm gonna just let this be known just right off rip, right? I'm gonna let this be known right off rip, because I know that the Soulflowers, they're going to have Soul Fest coming up next year, right? Or I'll say in the springtime. And I'm gonna go ahead and cash my ticket in. You already know King Big Daddy Drip is gonna be there, and King Big Daddy Drip is gonna be performing, all right? But you know, I ain't gonna go too heavy on it now. You know, we're gonna wait for a little bit more time to come. But just know, all right? King Big Daddy Drip is coming with that sauce, all right? But you know, overall, this event got me in that right headspace for, you know, that particular event. And that event is again, like I said, a whole nother semester away. But nonetheless, though, again, the Poodles, AKAs, the Nupes, as well as the Soulflowers, thank you again for that entire event. If I'm trying to think, I know that they also ended up filling us in on what events they had going on, in which I think I'm going to have to do a separate post for like the pictures, in which I'll get those out on as many different platforms as I can, you know, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, no, they gave us some insight on what events that they're going to have planned. And I think even funny enough, that following that, I think it was that same Friday coming up of that particular week that the Poodles, they actually had a fundraiser at Zaxby's. Again, big shout outs to Zaxby's, big shout outs to the Poodles for making that happen as well. But I don't know, there's really so much information, and this is, again, I'll hold myself accountable. My apologies, because I'm making this definitely way too late. It happened a little bit ago. But nonetheless, though, man, it was still pretty fun, still pretty dope. And honestly, I just wanted to let y'all know, because y'all, one, this is the News of the People recap video, but this is sort of kind of like a heads up. Your boy's gonna be sending it's gonna be posting a whole lot of videos and pics that I took at that particular event. And honestly, y'all, another thing that I gotta make sure that I freaking do more often is make sure, of course, like, one, definitely I like this right here that I got right across, you know, my sash. It really means something, all right? And I really take it dead serious. So when it comes to supporting anything Fort Myers, and not even just Fort Myers, Naples, LaBelle, Clewiston, Sarasota, Northport, what else? North Fort Myers, Cape Coral. I know we have a whole Southwest Florida family, and I'm definitely down to support. I'm definitely down to show love and let people know, I guess really what it is that we have going on. So I'm going to do my best to you know, be more present within the community, get out more, you know, get some pictures, get some videos, you know, just to show you guys a little bit of evidence of, not, I guess, a little bit of evidence. I'm gonna try to show y'all as much evidence, you know, let y'all know, hey, this particular organization over here has got stuff like this going down. This particular organization over here has got stuff going down. I know we all have busy lives, but listen, all the talk about, you know, there being absolutely nothing to do in Fort Myers, I'm not gonna hold you. That is dead, absolutely dead. We gonna nip that. We gonna this, you know, matter of fact, whatever this is, this right here is gonna symbolize the, you know, all of the, oh snap, there's nothing to do in Fort Myers. Let's cut that, all right? Because there's a whole lot of stuff, you know, going down, and really it's just a means of, you know, everybody sort of being in the know, and then also making that concerted effort to pull up and show support for, you know, the organizations and the people that have these things going on. But, you know, enough with me doing my talk or whatever. Again, for the umpteenth time, big shout outs to, you know, again, the Soulflowers, AKAs Poodles, the Nupes, and all other people and all other entities that was involved in this particular event. All the information, I'm going to do my best to leave it down in the description below. But outside of that, I think that's pretty much it. But y'all already know, I thank y'all so much for rocking with the King, rocking with the Blue Empire, you know, rocking with the News of the People. But definitely make sure that y'all like this video up. Y'all share this with any and everybody, especially if you are within the region, Southwest Florida. Definitely share this with any and everybody. All right, everybody's got to know about this. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow my social media pages. Also, y'all go ahead and leave your comments too, man. I be reading them and I be responding, so I got y'all on that. But the most important thing, make sure that you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right? All right. Now, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace, be easy, and as always, y'all stay blessed up.